Fantastic, Deiric. It's great to hear that. And psychological safety, as you say, it's how we show up. Fantastic. So everyone, I think, do you have questions? Would you put your hand up?
He's got two hands up, and Aggie and Thang and Floris.
Okay, maybe I'll start, Deiric. Well, thanks first for everything you've presented so far. I can certainly say that you've showed up with energy, which I think you've transmitted to us. So thank you so much for that first. And you've mentioned a little bit around the impact maybe of what's happening with all the remote working that people are doing, tons that we're spending on videos, just like right now. So what do you think is the impact of that on psychological safety, on this, emotionally showing up with each other, considering that we're doing an awful lot of it remotely now?
Yeah, I think people are more secure about more things than they've ever been before in their working lives. We spent, let me tell you, if you go back to March of last year, which is the first time that Ireland was locked down, 10 days after we were locked down, our business fell off a cliff, literally fell off a cliff. Just everything we had for the year disappeared. And we thought that this was all going to be over by September. And we said, we'll figure out something to do until September, live off our reserves, and then we'll get back to normal. And then a couple of weeks later, our clients started calling saying our people are starting to experience heavier stress, heavier worry, psychological challenges. We got more hits on the employee support or employee assistance programs, etc., than ever before. And that has been our lives over the last 12 months, really, really intensively working with thousands of people like that. And I think one of the most important things that gets lost in this technological wonder that we're sitting in right now, and thank God that COVID happened now and not 15 years ago, because we have this technology. But we don't actually realize the extent to which we pick up so much of the information that suckers and soothes us and makes us feel good about the relationships we have with people from being with them in 3D. Because I can see you right now, Gregory, and I see this portrait shot like you see portrait shot of me. And it doesn't give me, it gives me whatever you're saying to me and the expressions on your face, that gives me some information, but it's a very small part of the information that allows me to feel into how connected we are. So I think what we're seeing and we've put thousands of people through programs this year, I'm not exaggerating, is people are feeling really disconnected, they're feeling cut loose, and they're feeling very insecure. And ironically, I'll give you, for example, there's, no, it's going to take too long. It's just one particular lady we dealt with, but let me list off what I think is going on. First off, that lack of human contact, it's hard to overestimate how impactful that is. So people are feeling very, very insecure about the relationships because they're under stress and pressure and worry, and we're continually looking over our shoulders, waiting for something bad to happen. Because of that, our brains are continually in this kind of sympathetic nervous system arousal, this fight or flight thing, so that the slightest change in Gregory's face on front of me can trigger me into thinking, oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like the way I'm thinking. And I can start spinning on that and spinning on that and spinning on that. And so I think fundamentally, the biggest thing is we are all terribly insecure. We don't realize how stressed we are. I mentioned to you earlier on that I got the second dose of my AstraZeneca vaccination today. I didn't realize until I was walking out of the vaccination center and I kind of relaxed how tense I was. Until I got it, I didn't realize I was kind of like this and you go, whew, I'm kind of safe now. And I think that's really important. I think it needs to be named. It needs to be called out. People need to know that you know, and they need to feel you intentionally creating a safe environment, because it means overextending that safety. Sorry, that was a very long answer, Gregory, but I think insecure, disconnected, afraid, worried, anxious, all of those words describe what's the way people are thinking right now.
Thank you.
Sure.